Two characters were to fight, who would win? Shadow the Hedgehog versus Prince of All Saiyans Vegeta. Now Vegeta has trained and sparred with the god and has his own god of destruction form, but Beerus and all the other gods are nothing compared to Shadow the Hedgehog. Now if this battle were to start with both of them in their base forms, I'm sorry, Vegeta wouldn't be able to transform nor move a muscle. And this is because base Shadow is extremely more faster than base Vegeta. So fast he can stop time without a Chaos Emerald and move forward and backwards in time. And I'm not even talking about in Archie comics, in the games too. Shadow has never shown this in base, but since Sonic has shown this in base and he can keep up with Sonic, it's not hard to believe that Shadow could actually do it too. Now say if they're in their strongest forms, with Shadow being in his super form and Vegeta being in his ultra ego. I'm sorry, but Vegeta still doesn't stand a chance. Super Shadow has immeasurable speed, and with his abilities out-hacks his Vegeta. I mean, he doesn't have to lay a finger on Vegeta. To be honest, since Saiyans can't breathe in space, the air has mass and Shadow can just manipulate it and move it away.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I have a good reason why you are not correct on this. So if we go back to base form Shadow and Vegeta just going out, like while they can, Vegeta would probably have a hard time because Shadow is like 100, probably like 100 billion times faster than Vegeta is, but that still doesn't mean that Vegeta will lose. If you flip back to like any of the Dragon Ball mangas or animes, Vegeta always rushes out by transforming first. He usually always goes for like kind of like a mid transformation, and if it gets out of hand, he goes for one of his most powerful transformations. Now this is where I think Shadow would lose, because just okay, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is one of Vegeta's strongest forms, and he even uses it in the Moro arc for like defense and stuff. But if you look at the facts, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is ascended from God level. That means he is probably around God of Destruction, like base level. Not even to mention Vegeta's strongest form, Ultra Ego. This form is like the most cracked form in the whole series, because every single time that he gets hit, he gets like a little bit stronger every single time. Now, what do Sonic characters, or mainly Sonic and Shadow, tend to do when they're fighting? They legit almost all the time use barrage type attacks that are really fast, making Vegeta stronger like every couple seconds because he's getting hit so many times. Now this does take a little toll on his body, but that means he would be like almost 10 times stronger than Shadow at this point. And not even to mention the Majin form. If Shadow could beat Vegeta in Ultra Ego when he's at his top level, then Shadow's not beating Ultra Ego in Majin form, because the Majin form is supposed to like boost your abilities by like 10 times. Now let's talk about Super Shadow. So Super Shadow is a really strong form, and Shadow gets pretty much faster than the speed of sound, and that's a pretty good level. But that still goes back to what we were talking about with Ultra Ego. Vegeta just gets stronger with every punch. It doesn't work on power punches, but that's not the point. All Vegeta has to do is transform into Ultra Ego, wait for Shadow to go super, attack him a bunch of times like really quickly and stuff, and then Vegeta just has to fight back after getting like all this power, and it's pretty much wraps. I mean, Shadow does have a hyper form, but it's pretty much the same way. And also, there's a chance that Vegeta could become a God of Destruction. Sorry, but Shadow is not God level threat. He is a pretty big threat though.